Hello, friends, and welcome to Pathologic Volume 1, Episode 34, in which we will be taking a look at a puzzle called Herugolf. I have not played too many of these, but I've always enjoyed the ones that I have, so I'm looking forward to this today. Let's dive right in and take a look at the rules. Herugolf is a movement puzzle with a large number of rules, but they become intuitive pretty quickly. The rules are: move the circles vertically or horizontally at least once each so that each circle ends up stopping on an H, or hole. So imagine this being a golf course where the circles are the tees and the H's are the holes, and we're going to be mapping out this path. So we'll move this 4 in some pattern so it ends up at one of the H's, for example. A ball can go in an H, a hole, with potential moves still available as long as it lands at the end of a full move. This won't make any sense until we read the rest, where we say a circle's first move must be in a straight line of the number of cells indicated by the number inside it, and each successive move must be one cell shorter than the previous. Okay, there's a lot of words to be precise, but you can see it in the example pretty easily. This 4 moves west 4 spaces, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the next move must be 3, 1, 2, 3. The next move must be 2, 1, 2, and the next move, if it had one, would be a 1. But now we come back to this previous rule, which is that we can end the H at the end of any of the moves. We don't have to use all. This doesn't have to move 4 times. It's just that the first move must be 4. If there's a second move, it must be 3. If there's a third move, it must be 2, and so on. Circles' paths may not cross themselves, each other circles, or other circles' starting points. So if you were drawing this pencil and paper, you'd never draw 2 things in the same cell. That's all that's saying. They also may not pass over an H without stopping on it, and may not ever stop on a cell with water, but can pass over it. So you can see this first stroke of this ball flew right over this water trap and landed right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's fine. But if this had been a 2, it could not go east. It could go south 2, but it could not go east 2 because it would pause in water, and that's not allowed. Those are the rules of Herugolf. So it's time to solve a puzzle. Today's Herugolf was set by Tyrgannus. What I'm going to look for first, I think, are any balls that have a number that has extremely restricted options for where it can move. I'm going to start at the top left because our constructors often will put an easier deduction up there, and we'll just see if that is 1. So 6 could mean moving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would be a legal spot. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would also be legal. So we don't have an immediate forced move here. I think there might be a second tier one, but let's look elsewhere first. I believe I see something for this 5. So this 5 could move north 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cells, or it could move west 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But that's not illegal for 2 reasons. 1, that it crosses over a hole without falling in it, and 2, that it lands on water. Neither of those are allowed. So we know the first step here is moving north 5. So the next move could be west 4 or north 4. I don't think we know yet, but that's getting us started. Let's see if there are any others that are obviously restricted. This 2 could do a couple things, I see. I don't think we can deduce anything quite yet, but I'll just show you what the possibilities are for this 2. It could either go south and land in that hole, in a hole in 1, or it could go east 2 and north 1. I believe those are the only 2 options for that, but hopefully it's clear from that example how these balls can move. What about this 4? Does this 4 get restricted? It can't go east 4. It can't go north 4. There's not enough room. Could it go the other directions? 1, 2, 3, 4. It could go 4 south, and it could go 4 west. So neither of those are excluded. We could be going either direction. Let's return to this 6, because I think there was a slightly more advanced deduction we could make here. Just a 2-step one instead of a single step. If this were to go east, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then it's not in a hole yet, so it needs to go again, and there aren't 5 cells to go east, and if it tried to go south, it would go over a hole, neither of which are allowed. So it doesn't go east, it goes south. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it remains restricted. It cannot go south 5, so it's going to go east 5 over that water. That's fine. Now it's got to go 4 cells. 1, 2, 3, it can't go south. 1, 2, 3, 4, it can no longer go east because we can't go where a path has been drawn. So it must go north. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it has to move 3 cells. There aren't 3 to the north. To the east would go over a hole and land in water. Neither of those is allowed. So it's going to go west. 1, 2, 3. 2 can't go north or would end in water, so it's going to go south. And now it's got 1 left, and that's going to have to be west to get into the hole. So that first path is forced. And now that tells us which of the 2 possibilities is the correct one for this 2 here. This ball can't go south anymore because it would go over this path, which is no longer allowed. So it's going to go east, then it's going to go north, and it has made it into the hole. Now this 3 can't go 3 north, so it's going to go 3 east. And now I see a couple options. It could either go over this water, land in this hole, or it could go north and then west. I don't think we know which one yet, but probably our work over here has restricted these other clues. So let's look at those again. The 4 was quite restricted before. We ruled out north and east. Now we've ruled out west because of this path. So it does go south. Rather than following that further, I see immediately it has restricted this 4 clue, which can no longer go west. So that must go north. And now it has to go east. And it could go west, but then it would be stranded. So it's going to go south and end in this hole. Now this 4 has no choice but to go south and south again. And now it can only go west, and it's only got 1 left, and it needs to make it to a hole, so it's going to go there. This 3 must now go west, and we are left with 2 balls that need to get into these 2 holes. If this went north and west, this would need to go south and east, but it can't do that because it would have stopped in water along the way. So this is going to go west and end in that hole. This is going to go east, land in that hole. We have finished a round of golf, so let's check our answer. And that is how you solve a Herugolf. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and check out the description below for more free puzzles.